Hello, everyone. Do you want to pass our U.S. citizenship interview easily? If so, this is a good practice for you. The applicant has 3 errors on his Form N-400. He also received a traffic ticket in the U.S. The immigration officer reviewed his Form N-400 strictly. She also asked him a lot of small talk and yes-no questions with word definitions. The questions in this interview are very common and you should be asked during your interview. Please practice and get well prepared for your interview. Let's get started.
Hello, I'm here for my U.S. citizenship test.
Hello. Show me your paperwork and your ID.
Here it is, sir.
All right. Enter the building. Someone will assist you then.
Thank you.
Remove your shoes, jacket, and everything in your pocket. Put everything in a bin. Your cell phone must be placed in another bin. You can keep your water bottle and walk through the metal detector. You're all set. Your citizenship interview will be on the 3rd floor. The elevator is back there. Then follow the sign to the customer service to check in.
Thank you. Hi, I'm here for my U.S. citizenship test.
Hi there. Can I see your U.S. CIS notice?
Here it is.
All right. I return the notice to you. Your waiting number is 21. Please have a seat and wait until you are called, okay?
Got it. Thank you.
You're welcome. P21?
Good morning. That's me.
Good morning. I'm Officer Ellen. How are you doing?
I'm doing well. Thank you. How are you?
I'm good too. Is your name Giovanni Torres Ramos?
Yes, my name is Giovanni Torres Ramos.
I'll be conducting your naturalization interview. Can you follow me to the interview room?
Sure.
Please show me your interview notice. You can put your belongings on the chair and remain standing. Before we start the interview, I need to place you under oath, so please raise your right hand. Do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth? So help you God?
Yes, I do.
Please be seated.
Thank you.
Did anyone come with you?
No, I came alone.
How far do you live from here?
It's about 1 hour by car.
Have you been here before?
No, I've never been here before.
Did you have any problems getting here?
No, fortunately the traffic was smooth and I found a parking spot easily.
Great. Are you ready for the interview today?
Yes, I'm ready.
Let's begin the interview. Show me your green card, your state-issued ID or driver's license, and your passport.
Here you go.
Now, I need to take your photo and collect your fingerprints. Just so you know, the photo will be used for your naturalization certificate. Can you look at the camera in front of you? Perfect. Please place your left index finger on the scanner. And now switch to your right index finger. We'll begin with the civics test. Feel free to ask me to rephrase the questions if needed, okay?
Yes, thank you.
If the president can no longer serve, who becomes president?
The Vice President.
How many amendments does the Constitution have?
27.
Who lived in America before the Europeans arrived?
American Indians.
What did the Emancipation Proclamation do?
Freed the slaves.
Before he was president, Eisenhower was a general. What war was he in?
World War II.
Name one right only for United States citizens.
Vote in a federal election.
Awesome. The next part is the reading and writing test. Can you read out loud the sentence on the tablet?
When is Independence Day?
Great. I'll move on to the writing test. I need you to write a sentence on the tablet. I read a sentence to you, so please listen and write it down for me, okay?
Yes.
Please use a stylus pen on the table. Independence Day is in July. All right, give me a second. You did a great job.
Thank you.
Why do you want to become a U.S. citizen?
I want to vote, and I also want to travel with a U.S. passport.
All right, I will review your Form N-400 and your background to make sure you meet all other eligibility requirements to become a U.S. citizen, okay?
I have some mistakes on my Form N-400. Can you correct it for me?
All right, let me know those mistakes when we go to that part. I will correct it for you, okay?
Thank you.
Your legal name is Giovanni Torres Ramos?
Yes, that's correct.
What's your first name and what's your last name?
My first name is Giovanni. My last name is Torres Ramos.
Have you used any other names in your country?
No, I haven't used any other names.
Have you changed your name before?
No.
You want to change your name to George Ramos, is that correct?
Yes, I want to change my name to George Ramos.
How long have you lived in the U.S.?
I've lived in the U.S. for 6 years.
How did you get your green card?
I got my green card through my father.
What is your date of residency?
November 9, 2017.
Is your father a U.S. citizen?
Yes, my father is a U.S. citizen.
What is your date of birth?
My date of birth is September 20th, 1988.
What's your phone number?
815-639-4084.
Please give me your Social Security number.
683-12-4873.
What country are you from originally?
I'm from El Salvador.
Are you a Salvadoran citizen?
Yes, I am.
Do you hold citizenship in any other country?
No, I don't. I'm only a Salvadorian citizen.
What is your current address?
My current address is 2880 Embry Road, Unit 2880, Rockford, Illinois, 61103. I have an error on the zip code. Can you please correct it for me?
So the correct zip code is 61103?
Yes.
Okay, when did you start living at that address?
I started living at this address on July 10th, 2019.
Where did you live before that?
4012 Pleasant Valley Boulevard, Rockford, Illinois, 61114. This is the address that I lived before moving to the current address.
How long have you lived at this address?
I lived at this address for 2 years. I started living at this address since I got my green card.
Have you lived at any other addresses in the last 5 years?
That's all where I lived in the last 5 years.
All right. Your current employer is Demuth Steel Products?
Yes, that's correct.
You started working at Demuth Steel Products since July 24, 2019?
No, that's not correct. I have a mistake. I started working here since July 14th, 2019. Can you please correct the date for me?
Okay, that's no problem. What is your occupation?
I'm a packaging machine operator.
Where did you work before?
Rockford Ball Screw Company.
When did you leave that job?
I left that job on July 8th, 2019.
Have you worked anywhere else in the last 5 years?
Yes, I used to work at Caden Precision Machining and Accurate Personnel before.
All right. Have you ever left the U.S. in the last 5 years?
Yes, I've left the U.S. one time in the last 5 years, but I forgot to list it on my Form N-400.
Where did you go?
I went to Canada.
When did you leave the U.S.?
I left the U.S. on May 8th, 2019.
When did you return to the U.S. on this trip?
I returned to the U.S. on May 12th, 2019.
Why did you leave the U.S. on this trip?
I went on vacation and visited my brother. He and his family live in Canada.
Have you taken any trips outside the U.S. after you submitted your Form N-400?
No,
What is your marital status?
I'm married.
When did you get married?
I got married on December 17th, 2020.
You got married in the U.S., is that correct?
Yes, I got married in the U.S.
How many times have you been married?
I have been married one time.
Have you ever been divorced?
No, I have never been divorced.
Who lives with you now?
My wife and my daughter live with me.
What is your spouse's name?
Her name is Egli Marino.
Her date of birth is July 22nd, 1989. Is that correct?
Yes,
What does your spouse do for a living?
she is a mortgage loan officer.
How many times has your spouse been married?
She has been married one time.
What is the current immigration status of your spouse?
She is a U.S. citizen.
Is your spouse a U.S. citizen at birth?
No, she became a U.S. citizen through naturalization.
You have a daughter, correct?
Yes, I have a daughter.
What is her name?
Her name is Emmy Torres Ramos.
How old is your daughter?
She is 2 years old.
All right. Have you ever claimed to be a U.S. citizen in writing or any other way?
No,
Why not?
because I am not a U.S. citizen.
Do you owe any overdue federal, state, or local taxes?
No,
Do you know what owe means?
to have a debt.
Do you pay taxes on time every year since you came here?
Yes, I do.
Have you called yourself a non-U.S. resident on a federal, state, or local tax return since you became a lawful permanent resident?
No,
Were you ever involved in forcing or trying to force someone to have any kind of sexual contact or relations?
no,
Were you ever involved in any way with genocide?
no,
Have you ever voted in any federal, state, or local election in the United States?
no,
Have you ever been a member of or in any way associated, either directly or indirectly, with the Communist Party?
no,
Do you know what Communist Party means?
like China, North Korea.
Were you ever involved in badly hurting or trying to hurt a person on purpose?
No,
Were you ever a member of or did you ever serve in, help, or otherwise participate in guerrilla group?
no,
What is a guerrilla group?
a group that uses weapons to attack the government.
Did you ever sell, give, or provide weapons to any person or help another person sell, give, or provide weapons to any person?
No.
Were you ever a member of or did you ever serve in, help, or otherwise participate in paramilitary unit?
No.
Have you ever been arrested, cited, or detained by any law enforcement officer, including any immigration official or any official of the U.S. Armed Forces, for any reason?
Yes, I received a speeding ticket from the police.
When did that happen?
It happened on March 20th, 2019.
How much did you pay the fine?
I paid $220.
Did you have to go to court or traffic school?
No, I didn't.
Have you ever been in jail or prison?
No.
Have you ever been charged with committing, attempting to commit, or assisting in committing a crime or offense?
No.
Have you ever sold or smuggled controlled substances, illegal drugs, or narcotics?
No.
Can you explain what controlled substances means?
You can buy it with a prescription, but with restrictions.
All right. Have you ever made any misrepresentation to obtain any public benefit in the United States?
No.
If the law requires it, are you willing to bear arms on behalf of the United States?
Yes.
If the law requires it, are you willing to perform work of national importance under civilian direction?
Yes.
Do you support the Constitution and form of government of the United States?
Yes, I do.
What does form of government of the United States mean?
Republic.
Are you currently a member of the U.S. Armed Forces?
No.
Have you ever been placed in removal, exclusion, rescission, or deportation proceedings?
No.
Have you ever given any U.S. government officials any information or documentation that was false, fraudulent, or misleading?
No.
Do you understand the full oath of allegiance to the United States?
Yes.
If the law requires it, are you willing to perform non-combatant services in the U.S. Armed Forces?
Yes.
Are you willing to take the full oath of allegiance to the United States?
Yes.
Now, please take a look at the tablet and review the updated Form N-400. Make sure all information is correct and let me know if you see any errors.
Everything looks good. I don't see any errors.
Great. Please sign at the last page for me. The next one is the Oath of Allegiance. Please verify if your full name is accurate. And also have a look at the Oath of Allegiance. You don't need to memorize these words, but make sure if you're willing to take the oath, so please sign at the bottom. You met all requirements to become a U.S. citizen. You passed your interview today. Congratulations.
Thank you very much. I'm so happy to hear that.
I know how you feel. You need to take the oath of allegiance to become a U.S. citizen. We will send you an appointment notice with the date, time, and location of your naturalization oath ceremony. It should be delivered in your mailbox within 4 weeks. Please make sure you receive a notice and attend your oath ceremony. Do you have any questions at this point?
No, I'm good, thank you.
Perfect. Thank you for your time today. I'll walk you out.
Thank you.